You don't have to have your ear very close to the ground to know that something pretty big has happened in our industry. Yamaha brought out an all-new twin-cylinder motor, and they put it in a Recute 4-seat side-by-side. While the introduction of the all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4 4-seat side-by-side is great news, almost equal excitement has been felt from the introduction of the 847cc dual overhead cam 8-valve parallel twin power plant that's found under the bodywork. It's built like a tank with forged pistons and rods. This high RPM 270-degree firing motor is dry sump and said to deliver stellar power throughout the entire RPM spectrum. Mounted into the new X4 chassis with rubber isolating engine mounts and utilizing a geared counterbalancer, this is sure to be one of, if not the smoothest Yamaha motors to date. Adding to the engine technology is Yamaha's YCCT, or Yamaha Chip Controlled Throttle. It's a brand new to market drive-by-wire system. Drive-by-wire systems have been all the rage recently, and for good reason. Like other brands, Yamaha has opted to offer a removable key that locks the unit to a max of 25 miles per hour, making it perfect for new riders, worksite operations, and other scenarios where full power is just not needed. Now, we're pretty big fans of the Wolverine's rec utility position that lets you play during the weekends and work during the week, and the X4 just takes that one step further. Whether you want the X4 as it comes or you need to haul a crew fully enclosed in a direct from Yamaha hard cab full enclosure, you now have options. Now, looking at the rear seat, I thought, oh no, what has Yamaha done? Those are full-size seats with little cargo room behind them. Not to worry, they are very usable high backs but do offer fully stowaway for increased box capacity should you need it, increasing workability while still maintaining the 4-seat functionality. When it comes to suspension, the Wolverine boasts really solid numbers of both ground clearance and suspension travel with an added feature that we haven't seen for a while. 10.7 inches of ground clearance and 8.7 inches of travel up front with 8.9 inches in the rear. Both feature dual A-arm setup and are limited to preload adjustability. But one feature that we haven't seen for a little while are self-leveling rear shocks. We've always loved this feature whenever we have used it, and it actually works. Essentially, the shocks recognize the load on them and within a few hundred feet and through the first few bumps self-level themselves by changing the valving inside of the shocks. With a 600-pound cargo capacity and 2,000 pounds towing capacity, you're sure to get a lot of use out of these really cool shocks. The Wolverine 4 is a very refined vehicle for Yamaha, even more so than what we're used to, and their attention to NVH on this build is very noticeable. NVH stands for noise, vibration, and harshness, and features like spiral and helical cut gears, the engine counterbalancer, and rubber mounts, along with other refinements, mean that this is going to be a very smooth operator, and exceptionally quiet during use. Add to this the near 600 watts of available electrical output, 4 pre-wired accessory switches, full doors, LED lighting both front and rear, as well as a new LCD dimmable gauge package, and you've got one fully featured side-by-side that doesn't just offer you increased workability and functionality, it offers you all of that, and you can take a crew of 4 along for the ride. We've been anticipating a Wolverine 4-seater for a while now, but what we didn't expect was a brand new twin-cylinder power plant, convertible rear seats, self-leveling rear shocks, or, well, you get the point. This time Yamaha swung for the fences, and they hit it right out of the park. Make sure you stay tuned to future episodes of Dirt Trax where we're going to test ride the all-new Yamaha Wolverine X4. This segment is just the start for you. Click the subscribe button and become part of the Dirt Trax Nation where you'll have access to tons of great content from all of the years past of our great stories, trail techs, and test rides.